Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new reading vlog, weekly reading vlog, and I have safely made it to Amsterdam. I am here until Sunday, so I'm here for literally a week. Flew in this morning, got in really early, and then yeah, flight out late on Sunday night. So I am in my room. It's quite small, which is fine. I have found a spot. So we're in the corner of my room. There's not really much to show, if I'm honest. I've already made it a mess because I'm good at that. And I don't have many reading updates as of right now, if I'm honest, because I was going to read on the flight and I did a little bit, then I had a nap with my book. That was fun. And yeah, I'm like 130 pages into Legacy of Light. I want to read some more of it now. It is 8:15, which is good because we had like a really early, well, it wasn't really early, but because we came off site at a decent time, we actually managed to eat at a normal time. And then we went to the supermarket and I just got some water, which is great. I didn't get any snacks. Trying to actually cut down on the snacks because I feel as though, especially when I'm here, I feel like when you go out to restaurants, I'm 50-50 on whether I like Coke Zero or not. But whenever I'm away on site, I always drink Coke. At least just in the evenings for like tea with my meal. Sometimes if we sit down in the bar, I will also drink that. And obviously fizzy drinks aren't great for you. I know this. But I still drink them, and I think that's where a lot of the weight and the snacking and the rich food is where the problems are coming from. So I'm trying to cut down, trying to be good. Although I did have Burger King chicken nuggets and chips for my breakfast this morning because the line at Starbucks was massive and they had nowhere to sit. I'm just making excuses for that, but I had a happy breakfast. But reading wise, yeah, I read like 10 pages, if that, of Legacy of Light. By the time I got through Birmingham, it wasn't as bad as it has been, but it still took me like 30-40 minutes to get through security because the queue was still pretty big. So by the time I did that, went through, had some food, suddenly my plane was on last call. It wasn't, gate closed at like 20 to 8, but at 20 past 7 it was on last call, and I was like, well, I better go. So I did that, got on the plane, came to Amsterdam, obviously sat and waited for my manager to come. I have started God Killer. I didn't want to travel with it, as I've mentioned before, because it's a special edition. So I had a look at my library and they actually have it available on my library as an ebook. So I've got that. I've downloaded it to my phone. The only downside is that I really wish I could have it on my Kindle because I don't like reading on my phone because it's obviously a shiny surface, whereas my Kindle is a matte surface. Very picky, I know, but I just, when you're reading and you're sat under lights, like the reflections really annoy me, so I'm just dealing with it like a grown-up. And yes, I've started to read that because I didn't want to take my book out of my bag. Maybe I'll read some of that on site. I've got an hour and a half left of Gideon the Ninth. Hopefully I'll finish that tomorrow if I'm listening on site. But I don't know, because at the minute we have no clients on site, so I'm not sure if me and my manager are just going to bounce between all of the stands on site that we've got. And then when clients start to arrive, then we will spend more time at dedicated places. Don't know. Not sure. We shall see. But I am tired. I had a nap earlier before we went out for food. I've burnt my tongue again, which is annoying. And there is a positive to all of this. My Netflix works out here on my iPad, so I can actually watch Gilmore Girls. Love that for me. Because it doesn't work on my phone, but it's working on my iPad at the moment, so happy for that. I'm just babbling. yeah. Safely in Amsterdam. Looking forward to this week, I guess. I don't really know. Looking forward to going home. Looking forward to seeing my friend at the weekend, and I can say that because even if she did watch this video, it's not going to come out until after I've seen her. So, yes. All is right with the world. I need to go to sleep. I need to read my book. I need to do many things. So I'm going to go and get ready for bed and then just kind of curl up. I need to drink some water because I haven't drank any water today. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave this here because it's just been babble. And come back and talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll actually have some, you know, legitimate reading updates. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know. But we shall see what happens this week. Hello everyone, and happy Wednesday night. Oh, Jesus, it is 11:15. I have just got back from dinner with my manager, my big boss, and one of our build team, like our head of build team. And it was really nice. I had steak, loved it. Had 2 porn-star martinis, loved them as well. Now I'm back, so I do have a quick reading update. I haven't actually spoken to you for the past 2 days. Monday was a bad day, so bad. Didn't want to pick up the camera because it was so bad. Yesterday I had nothing really to tell you, so I didn't really come and talk to you. But today I finished Gideon the Ninth, which is nothing to do with my Magical Readathon TBR at all in the slightest. But I finished it. I've rated it 3 stars because I will say, like, I liked the world, I liked the magic system, but I could not, and maybe it's just a me thing, but I could not keep track of the names this time round. Like, I think I'll need to read it again to actually keep track of who all these people were. But because there were points within the story where it was like, oh, this is such and such, full name, title, and then sometimes they use the name, sometimes they just use like their job role, sometimes they use just part of their title. I got very confused. I'm a simple person. I think this book is the wrong one for me to read audibly. I think if I'd have read it physically, I would have enjoyed it a lot more and I would have been able to keep track better. But I finished it, I read it, I'm intrigued to read the rest of the series, so that's something. I have not really touched Legacy of Light since I've been here. I have been reading Godkiller, though. I don't know. I think I started it here this week, like Monday. But I have started Godkiller, which, again, is not on my Magical Readathon TBR in the slightest, but it is the book pick for the in real life book club that I'm taking part in, and of course I need to read that because I'm going to be meeting these people next month. So I'm reading that currently. I've borrowed it from my library so I can read it on my phone because I didn't want to travel with the physical book. It's okay. I think I am finally at the place where I haven't read. So I started this book a while ago and I got to a certain point, not very far in at all, but I got to a certain point and then I stopped reading it. I think I'm finally now at the point where I have almost, if not past, where I was originally. So now I will be reading the story that I have not experienced. So far I have met the characters that I have met. I have read their parts of the story so far. So I was like, oh, this is just a refresher. Next up, I will obviously be reading new material, so that's really good because that means like now I can get like back into the story and be surprised again, which is a big thing. So it's alright. Again, it's nothing special at the minute, but maybe it will be, I don't know. I'm hoping it is, and obviously I've got Legacy as well to read. I have managed to download a copy onto my Kindle as well, which is great. Well, I haven't downloaded my Kindle yet, but I've got an ebook copy too. So if I can read on site, I will, but it is Thursday tomorrow, which is the final day of build before the show goes live. I'm not sure how much more reading I'm going to get done, or I might get more done tomorrow. I don't know. Really? I'm excited for the show to be done. I'm excited to see my friend this weekend. I think that's going to be really fun and cool.
and then I'm really excited to go home. Like, I feel like every time I vlog away recently, it's like I just want to go home, and it's not necessarily the fact that I'm like overly homesick. Obviously I do miss Jack, I miss my house, I miss my library, but I think it's just the fact that like currently like mentally burnt out. So no matter what, whether it's good, bad, whatever, I am so kind of drained already that the joy of site is not here, which sucks because obviously a big part of my job is going on site and being here, but it is what it is. It will get better, I'm sure, but I really need to stop this update so I can go and have a quick shower, hopefully before midnight. It's now 10 to 11 my time. So I can have a shower, semi-dry my hair, and then go to sleep, and then I can wake up at 7:30 and just get up and have breakfast, rather than having to set my alarm earlier and have a shower in the morning. Like, I am maximizing the time I have got, apparently. I don't know if that's really how it works, but in my brain that's how it works, because I don't have to wake up earlier in the morning. And I don't know if I'm getting sick or if my allergies are being set off, but I've been non-stop sneezing all day, which is great fun. So time to go and have a shower and try and clean that off me. I have another reading update. I have actually started listening to Empire of the Damned. I borrowed the ebook copy from my library, and this is the last time I can renew it, so I need to actually get it done. And my goodness, it does not like start off slow. Like, it just throws you straight in to sex scenes. Which, listening to on site, I was a bit like, whoa, glad I've got my headphones in. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here for now, and I will come back tomorrow, hopefully with more reading updates. I'll see you then. And just like that, I'm home. It is Monday. It is the day before my birthday. I'm very excited. Because I came home last night and Jack's wrapped my presents and left them on the side, and I also have a couple of Amazon parcels that I definitely did not order. So thank you so much to those of you who know who you are already. I will do a obviously video opening those. It might be in next week's vlog, I would have thought, maybe. But let's do an update. I can't remember last time I spoke to you. This was not a good week, hence not actually talking to you very much at all. Okay, so the whole week as a roundup from work overall was stressful, with potentially added stress that was actually not needed. However, we got through, we got it done. That's the main thing. Friday was my longest day I have ever been on site on an opening day. Usually I'm gone by like 3 at the latest. I was there until they were actually kicking people out of the halls, which for me is not good. For my client is not good. Like, I should have been completely out of the way, but I was fixing issues with one client for at least half of the day. I stayed so my manager could go because he had to catch a flight. I didn't have any time constrictions on when I had to leave, so I was the one that stayed, and I'm kind of glad that I did have that ability to stay to make sure that everything was fine, because it wouldn't have been good to leave before everything was fixed, obviously. And then I had the most packed train journey that I've had in a very long time to get to my friend's house. I'm so glad she told me where I was going and how, like, she recommended me how to get to where I needed to go, because I was like, Google is telling me all these different things, it doesn't make sense, it seems like I'm going really far, but it's not. I know categorically it's not that far, so what do I do? So she told me that was good, and then she picked me up, and I've had a lovely weekend, like so nice. We were staying up until 1 o'clock both nights, Friday and Saturday night, just chatting, because I haven't spent so much time alone with her probably for years, since she lived closer to me. So it was really nice to just be able to have no time restriction, could just wander around. We explored Amsterdam, like the central part of Amsterdam, on Saturday. I did get footage, however, terrible me has done it vertically, so I'll put the footage from Saturday and Sunday here, but please bear with me that it is all vertical clips. And as you can see as well from the final few clips, we went to, it's called, is it Sushi? No, Sushi Las is somewhere in Poland. We went, I can't remember what the name of it is, but this local place which was full of tourists, understandably so. It was a Sunday and it was full of windmills, so it's free to go. You have to pay for parking. It was like 15 euros for parking, so we paid for parking. We didn't pay to go into the museum or anything else. Wandered around. There was like cheese tasting, which was rammed, and obviously all the beautiful windmills that you can go and see. It was really nice to just kind of be in the moment with my friend. We have discussed potentially going back next year with one of our other friends, wow, tongue twister or what, to go and kind of explore Amsterdam again and maybe do all the actual cheesy touristy things that we could do that we didn't. That I didn't want to do anything touristy this year, or this time I went, because I didn't need to. I was there to see my friend, and that's exactly what I did. Reading wise, I have not read at all. I read a couple of pages of the final Legacy book while I was on the plane. However, it was turbulent, so I can't read while the plane is shaking. It makes me feel extra sick. So I, yeah, read like a chapter or finished off a chapter, whatever I did. I did not read very much at all. I have... Oh, no, what I did do though is the minute I decided that I couldn't read because I was feeling sick, I carried on listening to Empire of the Damned, which actually is another one of my Magical Readathon TBR books. I am fairly certain I'm not going to complete Magical Readathon at all, unless I completely swap out all of the books that I was planning to read from my TBR, because we are on the 16th today, but we do still have 2 full weeks, including this one, of September until we are into October. So there is hope for me yet. I've got no plans for the next 2 weekends that I'm aware of. My friend potentially could be coming, the same friend I've just seen in Amsterdam could be coming to England and might be here on Saturday, but otherwise no plans that I'm aware of, which is quite nice. So I would love to sit and read. I want to sit and read. That's what I'd love to do. I'm going to the spa today as my birthday present from Jack's mum, which is so lovely, and probably his dad too. It's probably an amalgamation, but you know how some relationships are. The mother does the planning of presents. That is definitely Jack's mum. So we're going to the spa today. I need to jump in the shower, but I also have 3 book parcels that I want to open to make up for the lack of talking in this vlog. But I'm really excited for today. I also want to finish this vlog. I would like to think it's going to go up today, but it might not. Because I'm not going to be... I don't have time to sit and edit it, and because I came back so late yesterday, yeah, I'm not going to have time to sort that either. So we're not going to do that. But book mail, I have got 3, which I believe I'm waiting on 4 books. So I'm not too sure what's happened here. But let's see which ones we've got. It's all my pre-orders, which is probably another reason why I have no money left this month, because I forgot exactly how many pre-orders I was getting this month. It's crazy. So this one, isn't it meant to have like edges or something? okay, is Violet's Things by Chloe Gong. Apparently this is the signed exclusive edition. I thought it was going to have spread edges like the other one, because I'm pretty sure the first one does, but apparently it doesn't. It is definitely signed, I've just checked. So it's definitely signed. Nothing under the dust jacket, but some very cool art, which is cool. If I'd have known that it was just going to be signed, I probably wouldn't have bought this yet, because I have not read the first one. But that's fine. That is fine. I wonder what is exclusive about it though, if you know what I mean. Because usually when they're exclusive editions, they are signed. Obviously they're signed, but they're usually like nice edged. Doop doop. Does it have extra stuff in the back? That's usually what it is. I'm just going to check. No, it doesn't even have anything extra in the back, so I don't understand how that's an exclusive edition. I might have to look into that. It's probably just that. But when someone says exclusive, you usually expect to have more than just a signature. Anyways, next one. Oh, this is the one I was waiting for. Obviously I'm waiting for all of them. I've pre-ordered all of them. It's the Gods Below by Andrea Stewart, which is her newest release. I'm very excited to try this. I've heard great things. This one is an epic new fantasy series where two sisters clash on opposite sides of a war against gods. After a divine war shattered the world, humanity struck a pact with the god Cluan. In return for a regular tribute of magical gems, Cluan would restore the world to its former glory, but as each land is transformed, so too are its people changed into strange new forms, if they survive at all. Hikaru is not willing to pay such a price. Desperate to protect herself and her sister Rasha, she flees her homeland for the safety of a neighbouring kingdom. But tragedy strikes when they're separated, and Hikaru is forced to abandon Rasha to an unknown fate. Yet when Hikaru discovers she can channel the power of the magical gems, she's invited to join a clandestine plot to destroy the God Pact. To win Hikaru to their cause, the conspirators reveal a startling secret. Rasha is alive and they can help rescue her, but only if Hikaru goes to war against a god. Sounds quite cool. I am very intrigued about this, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then this is the final one, which apparently is 2 then, if that's... Maybe it's not... Okay. Maybe... I did ask for one of them... No, that's Ending Fire. So what else am I waiting on? I don't know. I've scheduled a redelivery for tomorrow, so we'll see if something comes. This is the Ending Fire. I love that orange. See, that is an exclusive edition. Orange. This is the third and final book by Sarah El Arifi in the Final Strife series. I actually really enjoyed the first book. It was slow going, do not get me wrong. It is so slow going. But by the end of it, I was hooked and I want to read the next 2. I have got the second one obviously on my shelves, and I don't want to miss out on having the matching signed edition. And look. And on the other side, same thing. So I'm very excited about that. I'm just waiting on then. I'll have to check. So I am waiting on one parcel, but that actually only shipped out the other day, so that's completely fine. All 3 of these are the ones that I was expecting, just because they shipped them. Because they put 2 in one email, I thought 2 of them would come in one box, and they didn't. Again, completely fine. So I'm gonna leave this here then. I need to jump in the shower ready for my day of pampering. I'm very excited. I'm sorry this vlog has been a bit all over the place. I kind of was expecting to be able to read a little bit more, but obviously it just didn't. It just didn't, and I'm sad about that, but I'm so glad I got to spend the weekend in Amsterdam. It kind of made the rest of the trip a lot nicer, especially after feeling so much stress from the first part. So it's a bonus, isn't it really? And I got to spend so much time with my friend. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a like, which supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of how you're getting on in the Magical Readathon, and if you're not doing that, then just let me know of the last book that you, or the current book you're reading. and whether you're enjoying it. I'd be really interested to know. If you want to leave me any emojis, leave me any windmill emojis. I'm sure there are some for Amsterdam. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below so you get notified on every time I upload new videos. I try to upload twice a week, but you know, it's hit or miss. I try to at least upload the vlogs so you can, you know, keep up to date with my reading stresses and struggles and some enjoyments. But otherwise, that is everything for today's vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you soon in the next one.